Hey,
Hey.
good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello. Yes, you're here. Okay,
Yeah.
it's doing its thing.
Yeah.
It's time for a cut. It's getting
I
kind of
just
long.
got it cut.
Well, no, it's time for a cut again, I think. What do you guys think? Good morning. The light is so different without that light working.
The little pod light, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like so. I turned that one on because I don't know. It seems very different to me. I can tell, right, looking at us. But happy Friday.
Yeah.
It's now the middle of December already.
It is.
December is halfway done.
Today's the 15th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ready for Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
All your Christmas shopping done?
Yeah, my wife did a good job.
She does the Christmas shopping?
Yeah.
You only have to shop for her?
Yeah, I mean, I should
Or she shops for herself too?
No, I shop for her.
Okay.
I should probably help her more than what I do, but...
Well, you're helping her by doing this live stream.
Yeah.
Exactly. Is my Christmas shopping done? Kind of. Mostly, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. We have a giveaway. A lot of stuff here today, so I'm just trying to think where to start. We have our giveaway item for today.
Yep.
P-Bandai Impulse Blast. You built this kit. What'd you think of it?
I liked it.
Yeah?
It's a good kit, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Impulse in its many forms is really nice. Yes, I agree.
I'm surprised they did make this one a P-Bandai, though. Because the sword one's not, and the regular one's not. And then I think they probably weren't going to, and they're like, oh, yeah, we should probably put that out. We'll P-Bandai it.
I imagine that the sword would have been P-Bandai as well had it come out later. It came out either like before they were doing P-Bandai or in like the very early days of that. I mean, if that were to come out later to this was 2020, so if around that time, probably the sword would have been P-Bandai as well. Yeah. But let's see, we've got this. We also have this to show you.
Yes.
Now, we don't have this.
Not yet. In like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we should have this like right around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, so not sure. Depending on when those come in, probably they won't. I mean, they might be shipped out by Christmas.
Yeah, probably get them like the week after. Yeah,
something like that. So around Christmas time. So those of you guys that did pre-order it, GBWC sent us a couple, one for me, one for Adam, to check out. So I did the live build on Monday, and the review is going up today. Yes. So check out my channel later today. You guys can check out the review of this.
Yep.
It's the same kit as the original, just in this new color scheme.
Yep. And that is, so for the USA, this is our exclusive. Yeah, so we'll and what's nice is they put our little exclusive sticker will be on the ones that you get from us.
I'm not sure. Did they show you where?
They did, but I don't remember where.
On the side or something.
Yeah, because they put them on there over there in Japan in their factory, and then are shipping them to us, cellophane wrapped with it on there, which is pretty cool of them. So yeah, if you get it from us, it is a USA Gundam exclusive for the United States. It'll have that on there, which is pretty cool from them.
Yeah. So thank you to GBWC.
Yes.
Very cool to work with them. Our second exclusive kit that we've got from them after the red version of the Astro Ninetales.
Yes. And hopefully more to come. More exclusives, which would be cool.
Love that box art. Very cool. And so we had that. What else has come in?
Come in?
I mean, that's another thing to get to. Yeah, we have plenty of stuff to talk about. The contest, yes, the contest wrapped. Wednesday was the last day for that. We had almost 100 entries, 96 entries that made it in for the contest. I've gotten a couple other emails since. I think a couple of people have sent in their entries late. Unfortunately, I'll still include them in like the montage of all the entries, but yeah, almost 100 entries basically for that. I was hoping to have to do the judging straight away and then be able to announce the winners today, which would be very fast, but I was hoping to be able to do that, but we can't because one of the judges, David Choco Falcon, is in Japan for GBWC.
Yes.
So he's a little bit busy at the moment. So the judging will be a little bit delayed because of that, but appreciate your guys' patience in the meantime. David's over there representing Singapore for the fourth time.
Yeah.
There at GBWC.
And congrats to him.
Yeah.
For, all the hard work he's doing to do that.
Definitely. So Chris is here in the chat. David's there in Japan, and then our other guest judge is Ryan Lau, Gunpla enthusiast. So he's available. I've been talking with him, but we'll let you guys know the winner is probably about like this time next week. David said he would try to get to it as soon as possible. I told him it's okay. Enjoy his time in Japan.
Yes.
So yeah, we did have that. And so the contest is done. What else has come in lately? We've had kind of a lot of deliveries, a lot of restock stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Did we have the
PGs.
Barbados Master SD last?
Yeah.
We had that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect grade. A lot of restock stuff came in.
Yep.
A lot of perfect grades in and out. So if you pre-order the Unleash for December's ones, those are all shipping. I think we have them up for the first quarter next year for pre-order.
For some more?
Yeah, always. What else came in? Exia, perfect grade Exias came in.
Banshee Norn
came in. A bunch of master grades, high grade restocks. Kotobukiya shipments. So we had a lot of new Hexagear stuff came in.
Oh, yeah.
Megami Device stuff came in. All the good Kotobukiya stuff. So if you like Kotobukiya, check that out. You also go on our blog and you can see, you just go through and you can click on all the blog posts with all the updated, shipments that we got in. And on there will be the list of items. And you actually can click the pictures of the items and it'll take you to them if you want them. Made it a little bit easier to navigate those too. So, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool, in that Kotobukiya shipment that came in, there was a lot of really cool new stuff and then also a lot of nice restock stuff. So, if there's kits that have come out that maybe you missed the first time around, check the restock stuff that came in as well, or reissues from Kotobukiya.
Got a lot of restocked, was it Maro toys? Is that how you say that?
Maro toys?
Yeah, a lot of those came back in stock. So, yeah.
Nice timing. Wink, wink. Anyway, so yeah, Troy also mentioning I need more Nachin tank variants. We do have the Roku Nachin kit, just it's down under that kit anyway. It may be hard to get, but yeah, the Roku, and then there's the new version. There's a different version of the Roku as well. I think. Did we get that one in here yet or not yet?
No,
Maybe
I don't know if
not yet.
We're getting another Kotobukiya shipment with our exclusive that will be here.
So maybe
it might be on that.
Might be with that one. Yeah. The Roku. Yeah, the Roku is very cool. I'm actually that's why it's right here. I'm working on building mine right now. So anything else that on the way that's coming in aside from our exclusive? We know that's coming from Bandai. I felt like there was something that we talked about that was on the way.
There's a lot of stuff on the way.
There is. I don't recall. But there's always stuff coming in. There's always stuff showing up.
On that note, though, there's supposedly new stuff that will be talked about coming up here soon.
Right. So that's what I was just going to put here on the screen for us. We don't
know if that's a good segue or not.
It was. Did you notice
I
had it queued up there?
So I was like, all right, let's see if we can.
Yes, I did have it queued up here for us. Yes, I'm sure we might, when we get to the questions here today, we're probably going to have maybe some questions about this.
Yeah.
There's not really any information here as far as what the announcements are going to be. These are announcements for, though you can see it's for April through June releases. So it should be a lot of stuff announced. It's 3 months worth of
I would think
releases.
Yeah, it'll be a bunch of probably brand new items. And then we'll get the reprint lists too for all the stuff that they will be reprinting, which would be nice. So just keep an eye out. We'll have all the new stuff up, and then all like the reprint stuff that hopefully it's stuff they haven't made in a while. But you'll be able to pre-order some of that too. So
I would expect, William mentioning maybe the next MGSD. It's very possible.
It is, because those have been doing very well for Bandai. We don't have a real grade, right? Because I saw some real grade G-Self, please. But we don't have other than that Impulse, it's just a recolor, right?
Yeah. So very likely some new RG news, some new
Master Grade Narrative. Yeah. I definitely think that obviously will be in here. They did tell us that there'd be more info this month on it. So
when they showed it before, it already kind of looked basically done. So I would imagine we're probably going to get the release date. It's going to be like March or something pretty soon.
Yeah. I would be surprised if it was not
Q1.
Well, it'll be Q2, April.
Think
Well, yeah,
I
because it
would,
says releasing news for April
that's
through.
true. Yeah.
So probably
Mm,
April if I was to guess.
yeah.
And then they'll have another reprint April, May, probably June.
Mm. Chris mentioning about the GBWC. We will get back to that, Chris. That's another thing I want to get to then after this. But yeah, other than that, there's not really. I mean, do you think we'll see more metaverse stuff? I mean, we have all the metaverse stuff, all the metaverse kits coming out now. Do you think we're going to see some more of those?
I think so, and we might see some, maybe 1 or 2 seed kits as well from that movie, maybe
additional ones.
Yeah, I think that might come. Hopefully, a different master grade other than the Verka, but
maybe MG Rising Freedom from that series.
It's possible.
It's possible. I don't know. I'm assuming we will see something MG, whether it be MGSD or MG Verka or MGEX.
We'll definitely think see the Verka,
normal MG.
But hopefully be more than just that narrative one.
So I don't know.
Maybe another RE or a full mechanics.
Yes.
Maybe.
Actually, now that you mention it, I don't know. They may, like, as far as like MG news, they may want to just keep the focus on just the narrative, and they may not have a reveal of another MG quite yet.
Maybe
it may just be that. But yeah, Seed, another 100 scale. I think you're right. It's very possible. What was the last R100? The Forbidden Gundam.
Yeah.
So just a couple months ago.
Yeah. They don't have anything else right now for that.
So
a lot of lines that they do that don't have any new upcoming.
Yeah, not much at the moment.
Yeah.
Certainly no PG. Who knows? We could see news of like a PG in development. It's, I don't know. It's a lot of question marks. But yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to talk about, to Chris's point. Before we get to questions, I wanted to talk about GBWC is this weekend. As I mentioned, David's there. And another friend of the channel, George, is there from the US. So if you guys remember the Advanced Zeta contest, and we had those awesome trophies that were made up for that, George was the one behind that. So he's the one representing the US for this year with it. Very cool.
Yeah.
Samuel Gundam.
Really like it. He's done a pretty good job.
You see, I really like the very unique, I don't know how the website works. Okay, here we go. Really unique, like painting and decal design work around this, like that top part there. I want to see if there's a photo of that. Like on the top, it's got like this, like Baroque style, like painting on there. It's very unique. But yeah, it's really cool.
He's done a good job. It's I think one of our better US.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. It's probably like we'll have to see how it does, like score wise, but I would not be surprised if it's the best scoring US entry that we've had. Not to knock our good friend Tim as well,
but this one definitely, I think, is up there for.
It's kind of based off of what they typically like to see at GBWC. Like you can like, this is how George's work kind of typically is, but it's pretty conducive to like what Bandai usually is looking for. Yeah, for GBWC stuff.
It's very photogenic. It's big. Has a good presence, so it's good for all their marketing.
Yep. Here is Vietnam. We'll just kind of look through all the entries here. If you want. This one is, what's the base kit there? It's a 00.
Is it 00? Is it not the? Yeah. I mean, there's the Freedom wings in the back.
It's kind of a kit bash of a lot of things.
Yeah.
I guess it is a Exia base, isn't it?
I think so.
Is it 160 scale? Is it based off the PG? How big is that?
Those Freedom wings don't look like they'd be.
Oh yeah, so it must be master grade.
Yeah. And there's the Justice shoulders.
The Cassie.
Cassie.
Actually, yeah. Well, it's a mix of things. The front and back parts are the Cassie. The side parts, those look like those are from an HGIBO kit. So yeah, a lot of interesting kit bashing there. I like the like floating rocks on the chain. It's kind of cool. And the little person there. One thing that I noticed in like the last couple of years, a lot more of like adding human figures, sometimes to scale, sometimes not. There was another one that I saw, I think it was from last year though, that had like a not to scale human figure, like pilot figure with it. It's kind of interesting how that's also become kind of popular trend, including like the pilot figure with them. From the UK, they had this one with the, what's the name of that Gundam? The Aqua.
Yeah, it was a P Bandai.
It was. And then the Zaku Mariner
Yep.
HG kit there. So kind of unique scene how that's all set up there. This one's super unique.
Yep.
From Thailand. Infleur based Zaku with a cell phone. I like the inclusion of the little like newspaper down here at the bottom too.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. This one seems like very much like something that Win would make.
Mm-hmm.
And so this person also being from Thailand, I have to imagine like probably got a lot of influence from Win's work. Because I mean, it's really similar like to the one that Win made with the carving, like the wood carving with like the Epyon and the Wing Gundam. This kind of reminds me of that, like circular base with a lot of it's like not to scale of like the original model kits.
There's a lot going on. Mm-hmm. It's like a whole, you get a story out of the
a lot of scene there. The legs are so like funky looking, but yeah, it's very unique. I want to see, does it show like what's on the cell phone there?
It should be just a reflection of the.
Yeah, I mean that'd be like that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
like how accurate it is as a reflection. This one I really like, and this is another thing that I'm noticing is a kind of growing trend. You can see this kind of in David's work as well for Singapore. There's a lot. Okay. Not a lot, but you can see it kind of creeping in, this trend of like the build fighters having like a what do I want to say, like a physical version of kind of the build fighters aesthetic, this kind of like digitized, or like the game, the Gundam Breaker game. So trying to make like a model kit version of like how some of the graphics appear like in the build fighters like simulation, or like the Gundam Breaker, like the mobile game. So like this, having like these hexagonal parts and being parts of like a cutting mass. So kind of playing into the whole like build fighters. This is not like a 1/100 scale version of a giant Gundam, but it is just a model kit in like this kind of digital world kind of thing. But I really like this one. I think this is a pretty unique composition with it here. So that's pretty cool. Let's see when you see it from this side. I mean, I think it would have been like just as good maybe without this big massive like head there. And it's certainly an interesting aspect to it as well. And I think it probably goes with like the theme of this being fully active G self. But I mean, it's a really interesting, if you imagine it without that big dragon head part there on the top, and it's still a pretty awesome like display there with these like mechanical base parts, making it look like the Gundam's kind of like coming out of this base there with the cutting mat. Interesting that it's 2020 +1. That makes me wonder if this was maybe his entry that he was working on for last year, or no, what was it? Because like GBWC was delayed, or like they postponed it that year, like 2020, because of COVID, and they didn't cancel it. They just said that like they were like postponing it till next year, which was weird. So like it was like the 2020 GBWC being held in 2021 kind of thing. I don't know, but anyway, South Korea's here. This one, I guess it was a recreation of a scene from Zeta, because the title of it was TV episode 21, The Pulse of Zeta. I don't remember that particular episode or this particular scene, but that's what my guess is. That's what this was supposed to be, just based off the title, recreation of this particular scene there. But this one also quite interesting composition, that you have a lot of, like, you have the Gundams up here and then the Nemo, which are just kind of centered up at the top. And then a lot of space down here at the bottom where it's just the diorama and not, damn, going hard.
Well, it ended up I wasn't really needed.
Okay.
I was lied to.
So hand me my coffee. Oh, you're there too, please. Thank you.
Straw.
Yes. But yeah, very interesting composition for this one. There's a lot going on, like up at the top and then at the bottom as well. But like the focus of it is kind of interesting. You all right?
I'm dying.
Okay. Yeah, David's entry here. I mean, it's really cool. This is kind of similar to like how he did last year with that unicorn kit that he made. There's quite a strong focus on like the effect of it that he had last year, and with this one too. I mean, it's definitely the most eye-catching part of this this kind of like digital effect, and all of these little squares were all just handmade. That wasn't like 3D printed, so he just built all these cubes and had to put them all together and painted everything like that. So it was pretty intricate work there here with this. And I like it. Just kind of simple display. Like it's not like so over the top. It's so nice and like kind of confined here to, what is that big part? That's
the arm.
It's the arm of
forearm.
The what's it? Neozyang. Is with the base of that would be. That's what it looks like, isn't it?
Maybe.
I think so. It's one of the Neozyang arms. Anyway, yeah, very cool. Kind of, yeah, just reminds me of not any like one particular entry, but you see these like, so you'll have like these ones like this Korean one, the Taiwan one, the Thailand one as well. It's like quite elaborate scenes with like a lot of stuff going on. But I like this one just kind of more for the simplicity of it. Philippines, they have the Stargate themed one.
That's cool.
You're a Stargate fan, right?
I am, yeah.
I had noticed we do have a question about that, actually.
Stargate?
There's a Stargate question we'll get to.
I will answer away.
But this is interesting, yeah, how the theme of this was a gate to another world. And so he has it with like the new Gundam and the Sazabi going in, and the Nightingale and the Hainu coming out, as those are just like alternate versions of those Gundams. It's kind of interesting concept there. And then the RX-72 and then Sharazaku, they're fighting as well. I would wonder about like, I mean, I don't know, just because copyright would be my concern. Like,
as long as those aren't symbols from a Stargate, then you're fine.
Yeah, even if they are, I mean, like they're just kind of like random symbols, but it just means it's like the whole imagery of it. I mean, I guess they can't like copyright the image of the Stargate kind of set itself. I mean, could they? I don't know. But I would be nervous about making something like that myself. I would be worried about any kind of copyright thing, but it is really nicely done. I mean, just the display. I would imagine this is just it's all just hand scratch built. I mean, all the stone and moss and everything, obviously, but it's pretty nice looking. Malaysia is another one that kind of like David's, kind of very simple here, just with like focused on just the main kit. You have a little bit of a vignette there at the bottom, but nice effect there with the dome. And Japan.
Yep, I like Japan's.
You like this one the best?
I don't know if I like it the best, but I do like it.
It is pretty cool. Rigging. Oh, this one too. Like, there's a lot going on. Speaking of the Psycho Dog, there it is at the bottom. The torso of it. Inland China.
Inland. Is there inland and outland?
Well, it's like mainland China, whereas there's also Taiwan and Hong Kong are separate. That's all. This one also with the. I wonder if people had been like looking at GBWC stuff, because we had a question about Stargate. There was also a question I saw in there about the Gundam 04 and 05. Interestingly, so I don't know. This is pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is something actually from it would be game, right? That those Gundams are from. I'm sure there's a manga as well, but I believe it's just a game. You don't know. The Gundam 04. Oh, that's actually, well, it is a 05 behind there, isn't it? Or the red one's the 05.
The 5 is, I think, the red one.
Yeah. That is the 4. Interesting why there's no photo of it from the back, though. It's a shame. Well, this is like a GN launcher, so I'm guessing that's not something from the game, but it's like, And then the base is like based off of the unicorn base jabber. Yeah. Anyway, really cool. I like that one as well. Indonesia with this kind of like MGSD kind of style version of the Penelope here. Sounds pretty awesome. Andalusia. Interesting, the base. It's like he made this custom base down here and then just like used the very plain looking Bandai display base there for it. Kind of interesting there.
Maybe he was running out of time.
Maybe, yeah. I guess would be my guess. Hong Kong. This wasn't it like Hong Kong's entry last year that had the big like Elmeth with the Gelgoog and then like the
maybe.
It's a kind of, anyway, it seems like sort of similar. Reminds me of that. This one also based off the Neo Zeong, like for part of it anyway.
Yeah, and then you got that mask face there, and
there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And all that up there at the top. Interesting choice to have the front of it with like the back of the Zaku, like at the
What's interesting, is it like looking in a mirror and you see a Gundam, or was it looking through there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We could read the description, but reincarnation.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I'm not sure, but Europe and Middle East. Where are the? I mean, it must just be all online. If it's Europe and Middle East, it must be online. I'm not sure if they have any physical locations where they do events for that. But this one reminds me of like something that Brian would make a bit.
Yeah.
Kind of just the general kind of style of that. And
Char and Amuro, Chris said the other one.
Char and Amuro, okay, sure. This one's really cool.
Scene from Unicorn.
Which they now have this kit of the Torohachi, but I think I had seen that this was actually he had made before the kit came out or something. So it's all like just scratch built, I think. It's pretty impressive. Cool. And the figures as well. Yeah, so it's really nicely done. I'm not sure. Is there a photo? If you look on his Instagram, there's a photo of like the inside of the cockpit too. It's super detailed. So that's really awesome. And Australia. Here, I really like this one just because I'm a big 8th MS team fan.
Right.
And this was a really cool. This was a short they put out like a few years ago. It's probably like 5 or 6 years ago now at this point, if not longer. But did you see this?
I did not actually see this one.
Short animation that they put out.
No.
But this one, I think it's using like some forced perspective here, where the EZ8 in the foreground is 100 scale and the other kits are HG. So like if you look at it from the front, you're getting the forced perspective, But the kits are actually in different scale. But that's really cool. I like that a lot. Very nicely done. So what's your prediction? Who do you think's gonna take home the gold?
Scroll down.
Canada, Europe, Hong Kong, Indonesia.
So Japan has a shot.
You think so?
Japan's up there. David's up there.
South Korea, Taiwan.
The Thailand one's up there. Man, I really like ours though. And Vietnam's up there too.
It's a lot of good options.
I think ours has a shot.
It's going to be tough. Don't envy those judges.
I think Japan probably overall.
You think so?
Yeah, I would be surprised if ours is not in the top 4 though.
I don't know. We need an MG Goof flight type. You think so? Yeah. I would love that. But I would want like a 1.5 or 2.0 of like the Goof custom first.
Thailand one's going to be 1 or 2, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do.
It's tough. It's a tough call. I'd have to look like real closely at some of those. That's what it's going to come down to.
That's just the minor details.
Because there's like most of them like on the surface, just like looking at them just kind of briefly through the photos look really, really good. But I mean, it's just going to kind of come down to, the details. What do they say? And like the rules, it's the painting, what is it? The painting, the craft, and the idea.
Yeah.
It's like the 3 things that they look for. the 3 main things that they're judging on. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. I wonder about like for how good Simon's is this one, because that's not a kit that they make. I mean, it's really awesome, but you know, at the end of the day, it's also about marketing, like Bandai marketing. So they want to, you know, have kits that they sell. I don't know. Anyway, so what do you guys think? It'd be interesting. So that'll be Sunday, Japan time, which means it'll be like Saturday night for us. So I think they usually live stream it.
They do.
So
I think they had a US. Didn't they have a US YouTube stream set up? If you went back, I thought they had a US, English US watch. So there's gonna be an English.
There's a link on here. Yeah.
Yep.
So December 16th at 3 Japan Standard Time. So that would be like 1 a.m. For us. So all right, maybe I'll stay up late Saturday night and do like a live watch of that.
That'd be cool.
You want to do it?
No.
Okay. Well, come on. Just stay up till 1 a.m.
I will be asleep.
All right. Whatever. I'll see. Maybe I'll do it. It would be fun. I would like to. I wish I could be there, but next year. All right. So Hong Kong, Williams thinks it's going to be Hong Kong taking it this year. Money is on. Wait. He said Hong Kong taking it this year. Money is on Japan this year.
William, what are you trying to convey there, buddy?
Is it Hong Kong or Japan? Hong Kong's was...
He sees Hong Kong taking it, but he would put his money on Japan. So Hong Kong might take it, I think is what he's saying, but he really thinks Japan will take it.
I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. We shall see. All right, let's get to some questions here for today.
Questions. Oh, man. Who's that guy in the first one? What are the best holiday traditions you've been able to uphold and the best ones you have not been able to uphold?
Isn't like uphold like from when we were young?
I don't know. So for whenever. I think it's actually a really good question. So, my family didn't really have any traditions, but my wife's family, yes,
has a lot
for a lot of different things. But for Christmas season, one thing that they've always done since I've been there, and every year we've done, is make Christmas stromboli. Christmas Eve stromboli.
Right.
So we have stromboli on Christmas Eve, which is really good. My mother-in-law makes it usually, and it is amazing. One that we used to do, I forget what it was called, but we would go to different people's houses. So we'd pick one day, and one person's house would do appetizers, and then we'd leave their house, and then someone would do like the dinner, and we'd leave there, and someone would do the dessert.
Okay.
Progressive dinner, I think is what it was called.
Interesting.
So, yeah. We did that for like 3 or 4 years, and then we stopped doing it and we ended up going to like 8 houses because everyone wanted to do a part at their house, and it just got to be way overwhelming. Too much.
Right. Yeah.
So, but it was fun.
It's like a pub crawl.
Basically, yeah, but with your family and your
meal version.
Right, yeah. So that was fun. And like the last house, we would do like a white elephant gift thing.
Okay. We have that here next week. Next week?
You guys have...
It's not today. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you're not doing it, right?
Yeah, next Thursday. You guys... So we have a potluck, and you guys...
I need to sign up
Secret Santa.
Yeah, I need to sign up for something for the potluck, too.
Yeah, there's a few names down there that are...
Not on the list?
No one signed up for... You're one of the names.
I have not signed up for anything yet. I'm going to bring the pot.
I'll bring the luck.
Okay. We're going to need it with the pot that I got.
You've made Christmas enchiladas.
I didn't make them. I heated enchiladas from Sam's
good.
Club. Yeah,
it was good. That's all I remember.
Actually, I think today or tomorrow is my last day of Sam's Club membership. We didn't renew it, and I think tomorrow is the last day. So if we're going to do enchiladas, we better go pick up some. But yeah, those Sam's Club enchiladas you can get, it's just like a thing. You just pop it in the oven and heat up. They are really good. We'll say,
quite delicious.
So yeah, we could do that. I don't know. We'll see. Or I'll make some like jungle juice maybe. What do you think? Not a good idea?
I don't know what jungle juice is.
What? Okay. Yeah, jungle juice. You don't know jungle juice?
I have an idea, but it's probably not what my idea is.
It's just like alcohol where there's like
just everything in it.
You just like put everything in. It's like wine, beer, hard alcohol. It's kind of mixed up. It's super good, but like dangerously good because you don't taste the alcohol. It's just really like it's like juice, but then really hits you hard.
Yeah, we have beer Fridays, but we don't
Not
have
doing
jungle
that.
juice Fridays.
Not doing that. Maybe at the build day. That's the other thing we need to talk about.
Oh yeah.
I knew that we had like 10 different things.
I need to post that. Yeah. So the Friday before Christmas, which I think is the 22nd, right?
Yeah.
So the 22nd, we will have a build day here.
You didn't post that yet?
No. I'll post that today.
Okay.
I think it's from 10 to 4. I could be wrong. It might be 10 to 3. Something like that. But
No, 10 to 4 or
10 to
11 to 4.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll post it on social media. But free food, free drinks.
Mhm.
Come bring your friends. RSVP, just so we have an idea of how many people are coming. But yeah.
The RSVP is just to support at USA Gundam Store, usags.com. Yeah, you don't have to, but it just helps us to just kind of get an idea of how many people are going to be showing up, so we can make sure to order enough food and everything.
Last year we had a lot of people.
Yeah. And last year it was also Christmas Adam.
Yeah.
So closer to Christmas, when I think like probably some people couldn't come because they were with their families or whatever. So at least it's a one more additional day out away from Christmas. So hopefully a lot of people can come.
You know what that day's called?
I imagine it's going to be something you're going to make up again. Go ahead.
First off, Christmas Adam. Everyone knows Christmas Adam's real.
Well, I didn't know it until my 34th year on Earth.
Well,
so
I'm happy I was able to teach you something.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's just called the day before Christmas Adam.
Now that is something that's definitely made up.
No, it's literally the day
I can
before
be sure.
Christmas Adam.
It literally
Christmas
is.
Adam Eve.
Okay, yes, it is literally that. Yes, that's true. But yeah, come and hang out on that day. We'll be here.
Yeah,
the weather will be nice, I'm sure.
It looked like that.
Did you check?
Yeah.
I don't
get really cold Tuesday.
Yeah. I rarely check the weather. My wife's always telling me the weather's going to be like this on next weekend. I'm like,
I'm not the only one that thinks it's Christmas Adam Eve.
Yeah, all right, sure. Very nice. Okay. Do you want to do this question, or should I go to the next question? I'll leave that up to you.
You can go to the next one. I don't really know how to answer that one.
What hobby tool do you use? That you probably don't need. A hobby tool that you use that you don't really need. That's a good question. A little bit different take on that question that we usually get. That we use but don't really need. I don't know. So, not sure what that would be.
There's tools that I didn't use, and then when I did use them, I was like, oh, I'll never stop using this. The tool that you...
I don't know. Nothing really I can think of, I guess. A cutting mat, I guess, would be one.
Yeah.
I've talked about that like a couple of times recently.
Gloves?
Well, I don't use gloves.
You don't use gloves? I do when I'm painting, but I guess.
That's something I think some people would say that you do need.
Yeah, that's true.
That I don't use, actually. I've heard, like, I've done on videos where I'm like mixing the epoxy putty, the 2-part epoxy putty, you have to mix it up. I've had people like comment on those videos, say like you should use gloves when you do that. But I don't.
You should.
I just hate putting, especially latex gloves. I hate wearing latex gloves.
But when you lose a finger, you wish you...
I don't think I'm gonna lose a finger
You
for
never
mixing
know.
up some
You
epoxy
never know.
putty. I don't know. But yeah, I would say what did I just say? I just said something a minute ago. No, I completely forgot. No, we're talking about gloves. Oh, cutting mat. Yeah. Cutting mat's one of those things that like everybody has and everybody uses and everybody like things you have to have.
Sanding pens.
You kind of really don't need it.
Auto sanders.
Yeah, those are the kind of things that you don't really need. That they can be sort of convenient. I don't know. I have a sander, but it's inconvenient to actually have to get it out when I usually have like sanding sticks just all around everywhere. I just grab a sanding stick and just do it. If I really needed to like really power some sanding, I would just use a file.
I feel like it's a loaded question because some people need the tool, feel like they need it, and other people might not think they need the tool that we're talking about.
I don't know. Yeah. How much bigger is your new building? Nero Gundam asked.
It will be double the size.
Which is still hard to believe. Look at it. It doesn't look that big, but
have you walked into it?
Yeah. Like walking in it, it's definitely big. But I feel like this place, once it's emptied out, will look a lot bigger too. It just doesn't seem as big because it's full of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, like once you empty it all out, it's gonna look a lot bigger. So I mean, I don't know, but
yeah.
But it is technically, because we have the dimensions, right? It is a lot bigger. So
good stuff.
How much bigger will the storefront be? Be similar size, or
it'll be
slightly larger?
It'll be like half. So it'll 1/3 or 1/2 bigger. So if it's size is now, cut that in half and add that on.
50% larger.
50%. Thanks. That was the math I'm trying to
yeah. So it would be larger, not double, but it'd be
yeah.
larger than what we have now for the storefront.
But what's nice, it'll give us a better office kind of space, and then it will give us a better storefront space, and it will give us way more warehouse space, which is nice. And we all won't be on top of each other. Like our packing area will be able to
be a lot more walking. Everybody will be getting in more steps too. Rage asking what will happen to the old warehouse. We're just gonna knock it down.
No. So we lease this building. So I know the landlord's already had people come in and look at it, so I'm sure somebody else will lease it.
It'll be available if you're in the market.
Yeah.
For warehouse space in like
Daytona Beach.
Right in the middle of Daytona Beach, yeah. Let's see. Gundam, here's the question I was mentioning earlier. Unit 4 or Unit 5, and why? Which one do you prefer?
5 with Gatling gun.
It is a tough call. I'm usually not huge into like Gundams with like the big giant Gatling gun. It's a little bit extra for me, but the Gundam 5 is really cool.
You always need that extra.
I don't know. The laser cannon, though, for the Unit 4 is also very cool. I always kind of thought that the numbering was interesting because it seems like the laser cannon is kind of like the more advanced weapon, and it kind of seems like they should be the other way around. But color-wise, they're both really awesome. I mean, like weapons aside, is like that's the main difference. The other difference just being like the color of them. They both look really good. I mean, like that design looks good in red and in blue, so it's kind of hard to choose that one too. If I had to choose one, I don't know. I might have to go with the Unit 5, but they're both really cool.
Yeah, they haven't made those in a while.
Really? I thought we had some like a few months ago.
No, we haven't had those since pre-COVID.
Really?
Yep.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, really nice kits. They're older, but they actually hold up quite well, just because the design's so nice. They look really good,
and they're not super expensive either. They're pretty cheaper on the Master Race.
Yeah. I think they're like list price 2,500 yen.
Yeah,
like
it's not expensive.
3,000 yen maybe. So yeah, very affordable. I would highly recommend it. They did make P Bandai HD versions of those fairly recently, which are also really nice if you wanted the HD. But being as they're P Bandai, you probably get them for like about the same price. So kind of depending on what you want. Favorite Gundam or MS from any timeline? Oh, that's way too open-ended. Yours is the Shanjestein.
Yeah.
And
then it'd probably be the Strike Freedom.
You may like my idea for GBWC for next year, then. Yeah. Talk more about that later. And won't put GBWC in the title of the video. What do you hope Santa will bring you this year?
I don't know.
You gonna get any Gundam models?
No. My wife, so my birthday was last week, and my wife actually got me a really cool birthday present. So if anyone likes Brandon Sanderson books, which I love Brandon Sanderson as an author, I don't know if I ever, but the first book I ever read from him was called Steelheart, which is a really cool book. It's like the superheroes are the bad guys.
Okay.
And she got me a first edition, first print signed copy. I was like, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very cool. For Christmas, I don't know. Just everyone to be happy and healthy.
So it's like once you're a dad. We talked about this in the last
Yeah.
episode because somebody asked, right? Like, yeah, I got a.
Yes, Mistborn is awesome.
I got a couple of things for myself. I got a couple of books.
Okay.
And like a
should I read
the new belt?
Brandon Sanderson.
No,
that's good stuff.
Actually, it's two books. I can't remember it's a Japanese artist, Japanese writer. It's like I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But they're books on like minimalism, like
okay, not taking a lot, being very
they're nonfiction. One is about like minimalism, like having less stuff in your life, and kind of very much in contrast to my office here.
Yeah,
but yeah, it doesn't really, that whole kind of philosophy doesn't really work too well with like what I do day to day. But and then the other one is about like habit forming, so they kind of like go hand in hand anyway, but two different books. And like a couple pieces of clothing, like I ordered some like shorts for like exercise, I don't know, a belt.
Trying to get Zach to go to the gym with me, but not yet.
Can't do it.
You just got him to work out and you said you close?
Yep.
Yeah. That means was it subliminally I'm affecting you?
Nah, it's just in preparation for a new year, new me for next year.
Yeah.
There's a question. I don't know if we're gonna have this in there, but and it's probably a little bit early out. We'll probably have a question about this maybe in the next episode or something. But you have anything in mind for what your New Year's resolution is gonna be for next year?
You're
kind of already doing your thing, so it's more so
just
like
keep doing it.
Track,
staying on track. But I feel like New Year's resolutions, you always think of like health stuff, but maybe give. You know what would be a good one is spend more time with my family. Try to separate work and family time better than what I have. I think is a good one.
The trouble is, it's easy enough to separate like work and like home time, but that home time is not always family time. Right. You're doing like chores and cleaning and cooking and everything else that you need to do. And it's easy to put off work because like, you work during the day and then it's easy to stop doing that. Like, okay, my work is done for the day. I'm going to do other stuff. But then like to carve of that time that you have to carve out the time to spend it with your family rather than doing your other responsibilities at home is tough. Yeah. That's what's like difficult for me. It's like when I get home, I think like, I'm going to hang out with the kids, but then like, oh, there's dishes that I need to wash or there's like other stuff that I need to clean up. I need to mow the grass, something like that. So it's difficult. I definitely agree. What do you think about expanding your business in other countries?
Nope.
Both, I guess, either in like physical locations or even just shipping to other countries. I think both of those would be a hard no.
Yeah. I mean, shipping, definitely not. I mean, people can just get the stuff in their countries for way cheaper than it would be for us to ship it there. If they have Bandai distributor, stores in their country anyways, but and I'm not going to be building any other storefronts.
How about in like Cancun, Mexico?
Nope.
All right. Gundam Seed or Gundam Seed Destiny?
Seed Destiny.
All right. For
remastered.
I mean, like for the story, for the mobile suit designs.
The mobile suit designs are. I mean, it's basically the same designs, but they're like upgraded suits, I guess.
Yeah.
And they still have the old suits in there. They just get checked up.
Sure. But it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What other mecha anime do you think deserves a model kit? Well, just yesterday, I think we got the announcement after it had been teased. But we got the official announcement for the Moderoid Razathon. I'm looking forward to. That would have been one.
I wish we had more model kits of Horizon Zero Dawn.
We have not got any news related to that one yet, have we?
Yeah, they posted pictures of it, of the Thunderjaw last week.
Oh, really? I don't
But
know
this
if
is
I
like
saw
a
that.
2-year process now.
Yeah, it's
is
been a
where
while.
we're at. So
It's been a long time coming. Other mecha anime, I'm not sure. I've talked about this
That's
before.
not
I don't
anime.
watch a lot of anime, so I'm just not familiar with a lot of stuff.
yeah, it'd be really cool. It's not anime, sorry, but so in the last Avatar, they had those little spider mechs that were like the you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, vaguely I remember.
They were like building the new city or whatever. They had like 6 legs.
In Avatar.
Yeah, and the Way of Water, the new one.
Okay.
It'd be cool to get model kits.
I
Of
vaguely
those.
remember that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things, like another one like Chappie we've mentioned a number of times, different like Neil Blomkamp movies and stuff. So like, there's a lot of like mecha stuff, or like Dune is another one. There's Dune model kits.
Yeah, they're making that.
Out.
There's 2 different versions, I think I saw of that, which is pretty neat.
Different stuff from movies would be
made
awesome.
by Ming.
Oh yeah, right.
Should be getting those.
So yeah, Ming's making those. X Plus is another company that's been making model kits of stuff. They have like the Jurassic Park model kits, the T-Rex and
Spinosaurus and the
different things. So it's cool to see more stuff from movies. I mean, that's always kind of existed, but it's always nice to see the rare like model kit of something from a movie come out. Let's see, what is your favorite Christmas tradition? Oh, I never answered the first question about sorry about Christmas tradition. I don't know. No, like for us though, because we had been in Korea for a long time, I mean, like Christmas wasn't like huge for us. Like we definitely celebrated Christmas and like we give gifts and everything, like but it's not like anywhere near like as big as it is here. So we didn't usually have any kind of like tradition. I guess like one tradition that we had on Christmas would be like Skyping my parents on Christmas morning. Something we always did there because like we were there in Korea and they were here, so we would always do that. Growing up, other Christmas traditions, I don't know. Yeah, we would normally go to either a family's house or other family would come here. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think other Christmas traditions. Oh, here's a Christmas tradition that we have in my family. My mom gets Christmas pajamas, and not always like Christmas theme, but gets pajamas for us every year that we open on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And then wear like for Christmas Eve.
My wife does that.
Does she?
Yeah. So we do that too.
You guys have like all like matching family pajamas though, right? Like,
yeah.
We don't do that.
Gotta do the photo op with them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. But yeah, my mom does Christmas pajamas for us every year. Okay. What's the best way to strip plated parts?
I've never done that. So you.
Oh.
The alcohol?
There's a number of different products. This is one that I've been using since moving back to the US. It depends on where you live because different countries will have different products available. Purple Power is available here in the US. A lot of different places. I think I got this at Walmart, but you can get it anywhere. And that I've used that a number of times and it works well, but it just kind of depends on what country you live in.
Yeah.
So like in Korea, there was no Purple Power. I had to use something else. I don't remember what I used for that, but any sort of like strong like oven degreaser basically is what you need.
I like his name, Finch Fighter. I see him fighting a bunch of like little finches flying around him, and
I think of the band Finch is the first thing that comes to mind for me. I know the bird as well, but
like they're just attacking him, and he's out to get them all.
What was the question here? Let's see. It's all about those Phantom Pain variants. For real, we want an MG. Oh, he's talking about. I thought Phantom Pain. I thought Metal Gear. Yeah. But he's talking about for in Gundam, the Seed. What is that? The Stargazer series that had the Phantom Pain.
It was the Strike Noir, the Verde Buster, the Blue Duel. That's it.
But I actually built the non-Bandai version of the Strike Noir like right around the time when the Phantom Pain Metal Gear Solid game was coming out. So I really enjoyed putting like it had like Phantom Pain decals on there. It's like, yeah, so cool. So but speaking of other things that would be nice to get more model kits of, there's a lot of stuff in Metal Gear too.
Yeah.
That would be nice to have some more Metal Gear model kits. What design would you like to see Mechanicore cover next? I don't know. I used to get them, but I've not gotten the last couple of them. I don't know if I'll ever buy anymore. I guess it depends on what they make. But
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Going over to Facebook for some more questions here. What's your favorite holiday meal or dish? You mentioned your, what was it? Ganache? What was that you had?
Stromboli.
Stromboli, yeah.
Ganache.
Yeah, isn't that like a dessert, like topping or something?
I think so. But
Stromboli, right?
you just
Other
hit
than
me
that,
with like what?
favorite holiday meal or dish? Peppermint bark.
Ooh,
It's
you know
really
what's,
good.
you know what's really
Dessert
good
stuff,
is
basically.
Ghirardelli's peppermint bark.
Mm,
I got Ron. Ron likes it. I got him a whole
Yeah.
big packet of it. Single steal one probably.
I will.
Don't tell him I told you to do that though.
Okay. 1-to-1 Metal Gear Mark II would be cool. That'd be like this big, something like that, right? It's about like that big for Metal Gear Solid 4.
The little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like follows around Old Snake.
Mhm.
That would be cool. I wonder if you could find like 3D print files for that if someone's made
I
that.
would be surprised if you don't. I bet you it's out there.
That would be really awesome. I would really like to find, I think I mentioned this in the past episode too, that I would like to find like a 120 scale, like 3D print files for making like a 120 scale Metal Gear Rex, like a larger one, something like that. Would be awesome. That I'm sure, I actually looked and I could find some 3D print files for that, but I didn't really like the design like as much. Kotobukiya's kit is great, but like a larger version of that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other favorite holiday meals or dish?
I like pecan pie.
Yeah.
Warmed up
Mm,
with ice cream.
Yeah.
And whipped cream.
it's a lot of, it's like dessert
Corn
stuff.
casserole.
That's another Christmas tradition. My dad always gets me fruitcake, like one of those like store bought, like the bar.
Last year.
Yeah. Every Christmas, my dad gets me 2 things every Christmas: fruitcake and a 365-day calendar of like Dalai Lama quotes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 2 things he always gets for me. If you could design a USA Gundam Store Gundam, what kind of features, type would it have? Yeah, would it be like
It would be able to
grass type, water type, fire type?
It'd be dark type. No.
Okay.
It would be able to deliver packages that have like little funnels that would go out and just drop them off at people's houses.
Would it have like the Apex head on it? On like a Gundam body with like an Apex head?
It'd be like a real jacked up Apex. Yeah.
Would it have a tape gun?
Yeah.
Instead
Tape
of a
gun
like
and-
beam rifle?
Yeah. The shield would be a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a flattened box.
Yeah.
Somebody could make that. And
That would be cool.
You would win a prize.
Yes.
Not a question, but I just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, Andres.
Yeah.
Brian, who's there in the chat here with us, will you guys have your own airbrushing kits if you don't already have them? Zaku's new video on preparation for building also reminded us that we could use all-in-one prep kit as well. I think he means like a set that you can purchase that comes with like a airbrush and compressor and like a paint pot or something kind of thing.
Sell those.
We do?
Yeah. I don't know if they're in stock or not. So Mr. Hobby has them and Iwata has them. And I believe we
really?
have them. We sell them from both. I know we sell Mr. Hobbies, which is like a set compressor, airbrush.
Oh, yeah, I have seen that.
I don't know if we sell Iwatas, but I know they have them too. And we do sell Iwata stuff. But I don't know if they're in stock. Because I haven't looked at airbrush stuff on the website in a while. So.
Yeah. That is a good idea, though. I mean, it's something that the trouble with, like, if we wanted to, just kind of getting into the back end of how things work, if we wanted to make something like that, where like we have the separate items and we want to like put them into a single set and sell them on the website like as a set, the trouble with that is then like keeping the things separately is a la carte. People can buy like what they want, and some people may not want the full set. They may just only want to buy the airbrush, but then we've taken our stock of airbrushes and put them aside into that set that then is just kind of sitting there, maybe not selling as well as if we just sell it separately. So I mean, for certain things, it might make sense to do that. But I don't know. Anyway, just kind of how that works.
Yeah.
Do you think the U.S. will ever get its own Gundam-based shop, considering how popular Gundam has become in the last few years?
Yeah. It'll probably be on the West Coast, though.
It's kind of interesting why they haven't built a Gundam-based shop onto Bandai's headquarters there in Anaheim, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they do that traveling one that they do at conventions and stuff.
And they have like the pop-up shops too.
Yeah,
sometimes.
and then they have a tractor trailer now that's going around and doing like a traveling Gundam base right now too, I believe. So,
but
and I think there's a website you can see where it's going, if I
remember
correctly. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, I'm surprised they haven't made a shop onto their headquarters over there in California. I would think it would be like the number one spot. But
yeah, and they just moved not that long ago, I think, to a new warehouse this year.
They have their like main building though.
Well, they moved it
that you see in like all the pictures.
Yeah, it's a different building now, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think it's very possible. They may at some point, yeah. What do you think the next G Gundam kit will be? Well, I hope it's a new version of the Master Gundam, but
they need a new Nobel. They need to just reprint the Nobel.
Anytime it does get reprinted, it's a popular kit. Yeah,
sells out. So,
what's your favorite holiday tradition your spouse introduced you to? We both kind of already talked about that. And my spouse, being Korean, and then like I said, it's not really Christmas is not as much of a thing. There wasn't really any tradition that.
Is Korea Southern Hemisphere?
No.
It is Northern still? Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about expanding your business in other countries? We talked about that. French fries or tater tots?
Tater tots.
It's a tough call.
Man, I want Sonics.
There's like one kind of tater tots where there's like a lot of different styles of French fries, though. So it kind of depends on what kind of French fries you're talking about.
That is true, too. But tater tots still. Onion tater tots are great. Tater tots with like little piece of onion in them.
Here's a question for you. Do you like your French fries like more crunchy or soft?
Crunchy outside, soft interior. The best fries are Checkers.
Yeah, Checkers are pretty good.
Yeah. Or curly fries.
Curly fries are good. Yeah. The waffle fries. We were just driving past, in Port Orange, the Target, and there's a Chick-fil-A right in front of there. And I was just mentioning to here because that Chick-fil-A is always bumping. There's always people there. Super popular. I guess like every Chick-fil-A is like that.
Yeah.
They're always really popular. I don't really get the hype. Like, it's good.
It's the Lord's chicken.
It's good, but
it is the best.
Damn. Those waffle fries though are really, really good though. I definitely.
That's what they're all there for, really.
I guess.
Chicken,
I don't know.
Waffle fries.
Wow, maybe. But yeah, I would say probably between French fries and tater tots. For me, probably I would go with French fries. Tater tots are good. But
some chili cheese.
I like
some tater tots.
Yeah, I mean, sure. You can do that with French fries though too.
Yeah.
What do you think the next perfect grade will be? My money would be on a new Gundam. Any other prediction?
I think that's a pretty good guess. You, I think, don't think so, but they might do an Unleash Zaku.
Yeah, I don't think so. I would love it, but
I think that's up there.
Fingers crossed, man. I hope so. I just think that like they make a lot of Zaku kits, but not big kits. What was the last like Zaku even MG that we got?
MG? Psycho Zaku?
Yeah, which was also kind of like it's like a lead antagonist.
Yeah, I'm trying to think though. I think that is the last Zaku we got.
And we got like the Zaku Warrior Seed MG.
Oh, we did get that. That was after.
But I don't know. I mean, like the Zaku's. What do you call it? It's evergreen, and that's always going to be popular.
Yeah, it's the third most searched thing on our website.
Zaku?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you for a great service and good products. What is your most sold paints?
Mr. Hobby.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Wouldn't be here without you. But no, Mr. Hobby by far. I think it doubles the sales of any other paint brand. Then SMS, then E7, No, then so SMS, then Tamiya, then E7, and then
Kind of depends a lot on what we're able to get most regularly as well. Like,
yeah, Mr. Hobby's way easier to get because I
Uh-huh.
can most of the time I can order Mr. Hobby and have it here within a week or two.
hmm
SMS will take 4 or 5 months,
mm
so we'll big orders of it, but it
Mm.
takes forever to get here.
mm
Tamiya we can usually get in within a 2 or 3 days of us actually ordering that. That's
mm
probably the fastest we can get, but sometimes they're not in stock at our
mm
suppliers. So
mm Well, these other ones,
Alclad actually does pretty well too.
mm.
Forgot about that.
like Gaia, though, for example,
Like
like
can't even get
if we were able
yes.
to get it like
It would, yeah.
regularly, it would sell
Right.
a lot, I'm sure, as well. But so just kind of that's kind of the main thing,
Yeah.
because they're all priced relatively similarly. They're all like in terms of quality, all like good
Yeah.
quality paints. So really, the only difference is like what can we actually get a lot of.
Availability, yeah.
What's the most popular grade or scale sold by your store?
High grade.
Yeah, that's definitely. Hoping that the next MGEX is the gun tank.
Oh,
I
man.
kind of doubt it, but
Yeah, it would be cool, but Connor, I don't see it happening, buddy.
could be successful use of motorized parts for the BOP missiles and tracks. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like that could be.
That sounds pretty.
hmm
Hmm.
Which day? You know what would be really cool? I'm sure someone has done this, but I don't know if I've ever seen it. Taken the Hildorf kit, that tank kit, and just like kit match that
Motorizing
with
it.
like a RC car. I'm sure
That'd be
someone's done
cool,
it,
yeah.
but I don't think they would be that complicated to do, just because like the size and the shape of it. You
Yeah.
just go like pick up any like RC car and basically just put that underneath
Mhm.
it. What day is the most hectic at the warehouse on a regular week? So like a normal
Oh, on a
week.
red Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we have all the orders that are placed throughout the
Mhm.
weekend that we have
Yeah.
like all kind of piled up.
Yeah, the most non-hectic days are Fridays because we usually have caught up from.
Mm.
But non-regular days are usually days that we get shipments that have pre-orders in them.
Mhm.
Like for the real great Epion, we had a few thousand of those that we had to get out the door. So when it gets here, it's literally go, go, go. So if that gets here on a Wednesday, then busiest day of the year is Black Friday. We get all the orders during like Thanksgiving and
Where
stuff.
we got a delivery right in the middle of that.
Yeah, we did get a delivery
this year.
That was fun.
Would you like to? What would you like to see in MGSD? I'd like a Big Zam or Devil Gundam. I mean, those would be cool. I think unlikely. I'm still saying we need a Big Zam model kit. It's just a matter of time before we get some kind of Big Zam. I'm hoping for an HGUC, but
a unicorn's definitely coming.
Yeah,
and RX-78 is definitely probably coming. But after that,
after seeing the GBWC entry, like either the Cassie or the Penelope would be pretty
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because of those Gundams, like because of the size of the Gundams, I think it's not likely we'll get like a regular MG. But if they shrunk it down to an MGSD, it's much more likely.
Kshatriya would be kind of cool too.
That would be same thing, like
idea,
just because of the size of it. It's certainly, they haven't done it yet, just based on the two that they've released. But it certainly would give them the opportunity to make some like these larger designs where they wouldn't make it as a full MG, but make it as an MGSD because they can kind of shrink it down a bit. Yeah. Certainly something that could work. Shamblo. Yeah, again, like with the like Big Zam or Devil Gundam, I don't think they're going to be making any mole armors in there. Which third-party kit pre-order is the most popular one? Like at the moment, we have a couple of like popular ones that are on the way.
I mean that Glory one was pretty. It was, a lot of the in-era stuff does really well. Just depends.
Olivia wants to know, do we have stores in other states?
No. Sorry, Oliver.
Oh, it is Oliver.
I almost said Olivia and I saw Oliver. Wait a minute.
Kyle asked, favorite Christmas song? That'd be Wham, right?
Yeah.
Or Mariah Carey?
No.
I can't even. I'm like having trouble even thinking of the names of the songs. I think of the singers, but
what was it? Something of the Bells. It's not Battle of the Bells. It might be Battle
For Whom
of
the Bell Tolls.
No. It's like I think it's called Battle of the Bells or something like that.
Battle of the Bells.
Yeah, when you hear it, you'll know it.
I'm sure. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have. I mean, the classics, like the old classics. Carol of the Bells.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Carol of the Bells. Yeah.
Jingle Bell Rock's pretty good. I mean, yeah, the catchy ones, like
Do you know
a
what
little
Carol
more
of the
like
Bells
kind of
is?
upbeat,
Ooh,
catchy
remix.
ones.
Epic version. Yeah, well, we won't play the commercial.
By Samuel Kim. Oh, that's who did this Samuel Kim music. I've seen this channel before because I've checked out his version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I never knew that that's the name of the song though.
So once you heard it, you'll know what it is.
Yeah. I've seen that channel for what's that song that's in? It's like an '80s song that became popular because it was used in Stranger Things. He did like an epic version of that
what's
song.
the lady? What's her name?
I can't think of it off the
I know
top
what
of
you're
my
talking
head.
about.
Yeah. Anyway, what? Let's see. Got a couple more good questions here. What would you do if you won the kit of the week? I won this kit?
I would build it. No.
Considering I already have this one,
I would sit in my backlog forever. But no, it's a good kit to build. I built it, so obviously I'd build it.
I would re-gift it. With me for this particular kit just because I already have one.
Man.
I would find a new home for it. For this one in particular. Who are your favorite Gundam side characters? Ooh. It depends on the series. I have a lot of favorite side characters.
Is that your favorite?
No. I'm Chicken Noodle Soup character over here.
Oh man.
Do you know any off the top of your head?
I mean, what's considered a side character? Like what?
Not a main character. I don't know.
Yeah, but what's a main character in a Gundam series? So like 8th MS team.
Mm-hmm.
So would the guy and the girl from the Xeon, those are your main characters.
I know, yeah.
And then his team would be his side characters.
I would say so.
Or would they be made but they're in every episode?
Yeah, but they're supporting characters to the main character for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And 8th MS team has a lot of great supporting characters.
Yes, it does.
Even aside from like his team members, there's also what's the girl like Kiki?
Yeah,
is also a really cool character.
I heard that she has a really rough ending in the book.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Now, what was that?
I know. I don't want to say it because I don't know if it will be it, but I heard it was a really rough ending to her life.
Yeah. Karen and Keith from Karen, Joshua, and Keith from 0083.
Yeah. Okay.
One of my all-time favorite side characters too is Lonnie Garvey from Unicorn, who the pilot of the Shenmue too.
Yeah.
Just love that. Marita Cruz too.
Yeah. See, I would take her. She is a sporting character, but yeah.
Also, one like you're talking about, kind of like she's one of the main kind of characters. Yeah, but
it's hard to. Sometimes it blurs the line there, and it might blur the line just because of the popularity of that character.
Yeah, because they became quite popular in the fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Just even though they're a side supporting character.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Sochia Haim from Turn A. I'm just talking about characters from some of my favorite series, but another one of my favorite side characters.
Glacus Klein.
She's
hitting seed characters here. She's not a main character. Would she be a main character? See, blurring the line here.
Yeah. Nah, she'd be a support character. Yeah. Fair enough. Have you guys seen Godzilla -1? No, we were just talking about that.
We were yesterday.
The day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
Not seen it yet.
No.
Favorite type of cookies? Kendall asked. Oh, so we got couple of good Christmas ones here. Favorite Christmas movie and favorite type of cookies. We'll do both those.
So Jingle All the Way.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think
that's definitely got to be up there for one of mine too. Yeah.
Cookie. Man, I love cookies, guys. There's oatmeal. There's white chocolate chip macadamia nut. Is brownie considered a cookie? Because God, I love brownies.
I say it's more like if it's baked in a pan and then cut up, then it's not a cookie, it's brownie. But like when they make like brownie cookies, or it's like a ball that makes a cookie shape, then it's
So
cookie.
butter bars or ooey gooeys or chess bars are all the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like butter cakes. It's like all the same thing. Those are amazing.
Is maybe this is a easier question. Is there any type of cookie that you don't like?
I don't like the ones that have like the raspberry filling or the strawberry filling, like the jam or whatever that's on them.
Really?
I don't like those cookies.
I do.
No jam cookies.
I'm very much non-discriminatory when it comes to cookies. Every cookie is a good cookie for me.
You don't have the one you don't like them, like you like the least?
The only thing that I would not like about a cookie is like when they're really, really hard. I don't really like that.
What about butter cookies?
But then you can get it like with some milk, and it still tastes good.
So you know those cookies they sell at the store, the little butter cookies? They come like the...
I guess so. Yeah, there's all kinds of different ones.
You know, Adriel has some downstairs.
Okay, I'll get some in like the tin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Adriel's
cookies are all pretty good.
Now, if he's watching, he's like hiding them.
Any cookie with coconut can go in the trash. No, I love coconut cookies.
There's a Calypso cookie that Publix sells that has coconut. That's amazing.
Coconut cookies are good. Coconut's good. Red velvet cookie is good. I mean, yeah, it's all good. Favorite Christmas movie though? Yeah, I love Jingle All the Way.
I'll be right back again.
I do really like Elf, and to be honest, I was really surprised at how popular Elf has become.
My wife hates Elf. I'll tell you that story later.
Okay, I think like Elf came out like at the time when like Will Ferrell was just like super popular doing all these comedy movies, which like he's known for. Like in his comedy movies, they're like a bit more like raunchy. They're not necessarily like kid friendly, and so like Elf being like a kind of kid friendly version, like I figured it would be popular like for adults, but maybe like a lot of parents, just because of like Will Ferrell generally, like his general like comedy stylings being a bit more raunchy, maybe like parents would not like that for their kids. But Elf has become so popular, like it's kind of it's cool. It's funny how it's become like one of the top like Christmas movies now. Like when you go out like to the stores and there's like merchandise related to Christmas stuff, you see like a ton of Elf stuff. So I like it. I like it as a movie. I don't think my kids have watched it yet, so maybe we might have to watch that for the first time this year with them. I think they're old enough. They're now 5 and 8. My 5-year-old's just like about to turn 6, so 6 and 8 like, is old enough to watch that. They'll like it. So other than that, Christmas Vacation. How could we forget Christmas Vacation? Another one. That one's definitely one I'm not going to be showing my kids anytime soon, but it's one I saw growing up a lot. Not when I was really young, but when I was old enough to see it. Christmas Vacation, and it's like one of our, like my family, one of my parents and I, one of our favorites that we always are sure to watch every year. Speaking of like raunchy comedy Christmas movies. I don't really have any Christmas movie favorites that are like some of the more like, I don't know, I guess like romantic comedy or like sentimental ones, like Chris in the chat mentioned Love Actually, I think, and other ones like that. Home Alone, The Grinch. I mean, like, yeah, The Grinch, there's like certain ones, especially once you have kids too, that you kind of have to watch, like our must watches, like Charlie Brown, like Peanuts Christmas, The Grinch, these ones you have to watch. Jim Carrey Grinch. I've not seen that in a long time.
Jim Carrey Grinch. Used to talking about things that we used to do that we don't do. We used to have like a Grinch Miss night where we'd watch that.
All right.
And make like green mac and cheese and Grinch brunch and stuff, but we stopped doing that too.
Do you make elf spaghetti?
No.
With like candy and maple syrup on spaghetti?
No, that's gross.
I want to try that.
No, you don't.
Just try it. Why not? What are you gonna lose? You'll lose a little bit of
life.
Candy. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Let's just do maybe one more question here, and we'll get to our giveaway for today. When will pre-orders go live for the narrative Verka? Probably then we'll have that announcement coming
once
up on
we
the-
know the costs and stuff,
Yeah.
it'll go up. So you can go to our website right now and find it, and just click the notification to get an email when it goes live. So you'll get an email. So it's there. There's no price because we don't know the price, but you can at least get an email notification when we do get it all fully up. So.
Assuming at that event they'll have that information,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
so then we'll be able to put it up at that point. And let's see, how long does it take for you to shoot and edit a video? Chris's question would be for me.
It depends on the video, right?
It depends, but for like a typical review video, let's say like for an HG kit, for example, so the first thing is recording the unboxing. Takes about 20 minutes or something like that, not very long. Then there's building the kit, which takes about like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, just kind of depending again on the kit. Then recording the actual review takes about an hour, hour and a half, again, kind of depending on the kit. And then editing takes about an hour or so, maybe, for just kind of a standard HG. So put all that together, I mean, 6 hours, I guess, like in theory, like from start to finish, 5 to 6 hours, like would be pretty quick. But I usually don't do that all in a day.
Yeah.
It'd be separate. I'll do like unboxing one day, and then another day I'm building it, and another day I'm reviewing it. So it's spread out. But yeah, that's for like a typical thing. Other videos can be shorter or longer, just kind of depending on what it is. Okay, let's do giveaway.
Giveaway time.
There you go. On to that. I actually don't have this up for us. Let me get this random number generator. Oh, now we've got it on Google this time. Last time it wasn't showing up here.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna put this to 3.
Well, you want to put it at 10? And it's okay. You already have it at 9. Never mind.
I know what I'm doing here.
All right.
404 million results. Amazing.
2.
Okay, 2, which was Facebook, where we had 59. 55. All right.
Wow.
So we can go up down to the bottom and count up. So 59, 58, 57, 56. Did that right?
Yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay.
Yeah. So Nick
McDonald here.
Nick McDonald. Congratulations, Nick. You are the winner.
Love.
Just send us an email to support@usagumstore.com with you logged into your Facebook account. We don't need any other information other than the address you want us to ship it to.
Most overrated or underrated Gundam? He asked.
Overrated or underrated Gundam? The Sanju Stein's definitely underrated. You know what's underrated is the I can't think the RE before the Forbidden. Why can't I think?
Raider?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is underrated.
I was never really a huge fan of it until I built that kit.
Yeah.
And I still can't say that it's like one of my favorite designs, but the kit is awesome.
Yes,
I
it
do
is
really
an
enjoy the kit.
underrated kit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this would be an easier question to answer if we're talking about like model kits rather than like the Gundams
he didn't say
itself.
model kit. Yeah,
Yeah,
did
he's
say
talking
Gundam.
about just Gundams in general, but like
overrated is the Neo Zeon.
Like now, are you talking about kits or just Gundams? Like,
Gundams
in the anime.
In the anime.
I think you mean overpowered. It's
No.
OP. It's not.
If it was so
overrated.
overpowered, how did he get beat so easily?
Oh, Unicorn is also a little OP. But yeah. Other than that, underrated Gundams.
Underrated.
There's a lot of stuff that like isn't your typical Gundam, but is technically a Gundam too. Like I guess like the Gundam head version of like the Silver Bullet, for example, would also like technically be a Gundam, but like it's not something you would think of as a Gundam kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, maybe an easier question to answer if we're talking about just model kits. There are a lot of underrated and some not too many overrated kits. I feel like there's a couple maybe that I would put as overrated.
Overrated Moon Gundam.
That's exactly what I was thinking
Really?
too.
Because man, that thing when it came out, and it was just nonstop, just hype.
Well, I think there was in particular also one person kind of in particular
that.
to blame for that. Another Gundam reviewer, Gundam model kit reviewer, who really hyped that one up a lot. I mean, like, it's a great kit.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, like, is it God's gift to Gunpla? I mean, I don't know. It's fine. God's gift to Gunpla. Underrated kits. There's probably a lot more of those. I feel like anything over 20 years old is, for a lot of people, is an underrated kit, because there's a lot of great kits that came out that a lot of people unfortunately would just kind of
gloss over.
Yeah. Think like, it's an old kit. It's
an old master grade. We don't want that.
Anyway, so yeah, build day next Friday.
Yep.
No, is next Friday.
Yeah.
A week from today.
Yep.
Okay, well, yeah. Where does the time go? All right.
Nice.
Next Friday. Come if you guys are anywhere near, or even if you're not near, if you're far and you feel like driving, come hang out. The contest is done, so next week, hopefully by also like a week from today, hopefully by around that time, should be able to announce the winners for the contest. The next contest will kick off in January. You already kind of have the plan already set up for that too. Other announcement type stuff, just as a reminder for anybody. You have? I don't think.
No, I think that's it. Have a safe. We won't be talking to anyone until after Christmas, so have a safe Christmas if you guys are traveling. Thank you guys for all your support. We would not be here without you guys, so thank you for that. And just have a good Merry Christmas if we don't see you before then, or talk to you before then.
Kenji asking if he can buy one of those. Do we have any more in the storefront?
We do. So if you live near, you can come to the storefront and get them, but we don't sell P Bandai on our website, just in our storefront.
Oh, yeah, there's some up there in the storefront. So if you are in the area, come for the build day, or any other day. And yeah, this one too. The pre-order is still available. It's also on the way.
It's going quick.
The review will be up later today. If you guys want to see the review first before you pre-order, you can check that out. Just right after this, I'm going to upload it there. Over there on my channel, so check that out. And yeah, next 20th was the announcement day. That is announcement day.
So it would be our
next week. We'll have the
19th at nighttime, usually for us. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you guys so much. Till next time.
Bye. See you guys. Thank you.